Hello, everyone. So today I'm not really sure exactly what Ozenan is going to speak about. You probably know because I'm sure I put a proper subject on this video. So before we get started with Ozenan, I just wanted to let everyone know that I have opened up one-to-one sessions with Ozenan. If you are interested in that, head to the description box below and click the link to schedule one of those. And if you are getting value from these videos, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps the channel so much. And also it makes sure that you know when new videos are posted. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to bring in Ozenan and see what they have to say today. Yes, we are here and we are pleased to speak with you today. For those of you listening, this transmission will be perhaps eye-opening. We would like to speak about the holographic nature of your reality. And we do not want you to get lost in the term holographic. Holographic is simply the best word that you have in your language to describe the structure of your universe. It is immensely complicated, and there is not human language to describe it, as you may imagine. But we would like to share this perspective with you. There are somewhere around 8 billion humans on your planet at this time. And many, 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 many more humans have been in existence over all of the history of humanity. For every single human being, there is a completely unique reality. We know that this is hard for the human brain to comprehend because you imagine that you are all sharing one reality. And in a sense, there is truth to that. There is a consensus reality that many, many humans agree on. However, we would point out that there are humans still on your planet who are uncontacted by the greater whole and have a very, very different consensus reality from the whole. We would also point out that each of your individual nations have different consensus realities. We would also point out that individual cultures within your nations have different consensus realities. So consensus reality is not quite as consensus as many believe. In fact, there are even beings on your planet who have dedicated their lives to understanding reality, understanding the holographic nature of the universe, and are capable of doing things that would seem impossible for your consensus reality for the majority of humans. An example we can use of this is, for instance, monks who have trained themselves to be able to practice certain telekinesis techniques, what you would call telekinesis techniques. Of course, these techniques really are simply the monks tuning in to the holographic nature of reality and bypassing the time and space experience that humans are living in. This is possible for any human, although very, very challenging and takes a great deal of commitment. Now, back to the holographic nature of your reality. As there are, let's say, 8 billion different realities all occurring on your planet at once, the beauty in this is each individual has so much power over their individual reality, so much more power than you have been led to believe, friends. Your power is far-reaching into all corners of your reality. And when we say that you choose your reality, that you create your reality, we want to be very clear. This does not come from your human brain, your psyche, your ego. Your human brain is part of the machine of this process, but it is not coming from the instinctual part of your human brain. Let's call it that. Your human brain is like a vehicle for consciousness. And so your brain is an active part of this process. But first, you must learn to work with, to befriend your ego, your psyche, your human biological instincts, we should say. So when we say that you are choosing and creating your reality, we do not mean to imply that when difficult and challenging experiences happen for you, that you have raised your hand and said, oh yes, I would like to experience this horrible, painful thing. Of course you have not. And it feels to your ego, to your human brain, that this challenging, painful thing has simply appeared in your reality. And for the purpose of your human, this is more or less true. However, we would urge you to understand that at a higher level, from a bird's eye view, from your oversoul, your higher self, the universe, nothing has happened coincidentally. Nothing has happened randomly. When you can allow yourself to accept this, then it gives you power. This is the point of this. The point of this is not to guilt you or shame you about your human life. The point of this is to give you power so that when these experiences come in that are challenging or painful, you have the power to look at that experience and say, oh, how is this experience teaching me something? Or in another way of saying this, how is this experience expanding me? Because while Earth is about teaching on some level, it is also simply about the expansion of the soul. And this is something that we had an interruption there. I don't know if you heard the knock on the door, but they kept knocking, so I had to pause. I'm going to bring Ozenan back in, and I'm sure they can pick up where they left off. I don't remember what they were saying, but they will. So. Yes, we are here, and we are pleased to continue. We were speaking about the immense power that comes from understanding that all of your experiences in this earthly realm, in this holographic universe, are on some level chosen by your higher soul, by your higher self, your oversoul. And this actually offers you so much power, because when one of these experiences happens that you perhaps would not choose with your human mind, you can take a moment and you can consider how this experience may be expanding you as a soul, may be expanding you as a human as well. And this channel that we speak through is very familiar with this, as this channel, Brittany, has experienced many challenging human experiences. And this is one of the reasons why this particular channel is a channel that we choose to work with at this time, because at this time in your evolution, in your expansion, it is essential that you begin to understand this component of reality, that you have so much more power and say in your reality. When you choose to look at an unwanted, challenging, painful experience and say, perhaps this is expanding me. Perhaps this will lead to something bigger, something more powerful, something more aligned in my life. When you begin to say this to yourself, when you are experiencing a challenging thing, this will begin to shift your reality dramatically. Now, we also want to point out that we are not implying that these painful, challenging experiences should not be difficult or should be easy. They should not. That is not the point. They will be difficult. They will be painful. They will be challenging. And it is important that you allow yourself to fully experience that challenge, that pain. It is important that you allow yourself to experience the sad or challenging polarity of emotion in your human experience. You are not in your human experience to only feel one thing: joy, happiness, excitement. While those are beautiful emotions and more comfortable for your human body, they are only one side of the emotional spectrum. And you are here in the earthly realm to experience the full spectrum. So allow yourself to experience the full spectrum, my friends. You will see that when you allow yourself to experience the full spectrum becomes less scary. It becomes less intimidating. And as this happens, you become so much more powerful in facing your entire reality, all of it, everything that comes into your experience. So we would urge you to begin considering that your perspective, that your way of being, that your way of seeing in the world is directly affecting and creating your experience. We do not want you to get caught up in the minutia of, oh dear, I'm feeling a sad thought. Now I will create sad things. This is not the way that it works, friends. The way that it works is your overarching vibration is what connects you with the version of reality that is best matched to you. So what we mean by that is we suppose you could say an average of how you feel. And ironically, when you allow yourself to feel all of your emotions, they move through you quickly, and your vibration tends to exist at a very neutral, loving place. And then, guess what happens, dear friends? Your vibration is loving and neutral, and it calls in more loving, neutral experiences into your existence. Balance will be called into your reality. We hope that this is helpful. This is a very complicated topic, and this is a nice introduction to the idea of the holographic universe. There is much more we can say on this, and much more we will say on this in future transmissions. Thank you, with love. Okay. Again, if you found value in this, please like and subscribe. If you would like to work with me, head down to the description box below. I have just this week opened up an option for one-to-one sessions with Ozenan, where you can actually have a conversation with them and ask your questions about your personal life, or you can ask bigger questions about reality. Whatever you'd like to ask is okay. So if you're interested, head down to the description box. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.